All right, I'm launching 2 new side hustles within the next 2 weeks. And so I'm gonna give you a checklist from top to bottom of all the things that you would need to do to make sure that you are ready to launch a new business or side hustle. Hi, I'm Emily. I own a mobile video game truck business and a party rental business. And I show people how you can make money from home, running your own side hustles, and kind of try to be very transparent with tips and tricks along the way. So that's what I'm going to do today. Is the 2 new side hustles we're launching is a bouquet bar and a foam party business. And I realized that this is probably, if you're wanting to start a side hustle and don't have a lot of experience, it can be kind of overwhelming. So I'm just going to give you my checklist of all the things that you need to make sure you have done and the order to do them in so that you can be ready to quickly launch a business. This is not legal advice. I am not an attorney. This is just what I have found through years of being an entrepreneur and doing different side hustles. If I miss something, please throw it in the comments because I'm sure I will. I have a tendency to do that. Okay, so just jumping right in here. First thing you want to do is decide on your business name and secure that domain. Everything else will revolve around making sure you have that domain. So that's going to be your first thing. Second thing is you have to decide what business structure you want to be. Again, this is not legal advice. I am not an attorney. Ours have always been LLCs because a lot of people that do small single owner or like a husband and wife that are joint owners, those are usually LLC structures because you're not a giant corporation. Read into this yourself, learn a little bit more, but you want to decide what structure you're going to be, and then you need to file for that structure. The next thing is going to be your tax ID. Now, it's been a while since I've done this, but I am 95% certain you have to have your LLC filed before you can do your tax ID. Your tax ID is your designation of how you're going to pay taxes, and that depends on what sort of business structure you are. So for us, filed an LLC, then we got an EIN. It's very easy. You go online, you just put in your business information and they assign you that tax number. But you need that for items further down on the list, and there's some items further on the list they won't do for you until you've had an EIN for 30 days. So that's why this is up at the top. You want to get that done as quick as possible. Next step is securing business insurance. Yes, you need business insurance to protect you and your liability. Best thing I can advise here is ask around to people if they have a business insurance person they love. That's what I did. I got a guy that was highly recommended. He's been phenomenal. You can ask them a million questions. They'll fill you in on that. After that, you want to look and see if your state requires licensing for your business. You're operating. Arizona is really lenient on this, and there's only certain businesses that require licensing. None of mine do, so I didn't have to worry about that. Next is your business bank account. This is important. Get your bank account and be paying for anything business-wise out of that bank account. And here is the reason why. Your LLC is a limited liability corporation that protects your personal assets from your business assets. This is important because if for whatever reason your business was to get sued, there is a wall there that does not allow them to sue you for your personal property. They can sue your business. Your business is always liable for whatever it does, but they cannot take like your house, your car. That LLC designation separates your personal items from your business items. However, if you commingle funds, so if you use your personal business account for business purchases, to accept payments, that sort of thing, then a judge, if you were to get sued, can overturn that separation because they say it pierces the corporate veil, which means that there was no separation of corporation and personal. It was all, the money was all together. So that makes your personal property, your personal money, able to be sued. So business bank account, don't mess with personal money. Okay, after that, you want to get your logo. I've designed logos myself. AI is very creative these days and can do it quick and easy. You could use something like Fiverr where you pay a fee and a graphic designer or freelancer will design one for you. You can also pay a lot of money to have a graphic designer that charges a lot and is a logo professional do it. I've done all 3. You can tell a difference, but it's up to you what you have budget-wise and what you want to do. Next thing, secure your social media handles because you want to make sure you have those locked in. You've got your business name. In fact, when you get your business name and domain, you could also lock those in at the same time, but you want to make sure you have all those locked in before you start with your website. Next thing, start building your Google My Business page. This is all the info you put about your business into Google so that Google knows how to identify you and index you and for SEO, how to get people that are looking for your services to your website. I'm sure there are SEO people that can explain this much more in depth, or you can Google or get on ChatGPT and learn about that. When you're doing your Google My Business listing, there are several other different business listing websites where you can also list your business. I would advise doing that because it helps more people find you and it helps Google identify exactly what you are. Then next thing I started doing was working on my pictures that I will need for our website and for social media. Obviously, any service you offer or anything you rent out, people are going to want to see pictures of it. We did, like for the foam party, we did a big foam party and I got lots of video, lots of photos. I reached out to someone in the industry that has been very kind to help us and asked if they had photos stock type of photos that they would also share, and they oblige. Always ask, don't steal photos. Ask if you can use them. Most people are really cool. Next thing is you want to set up your email account for your business, and it's going to match your domain. That's why you want to have your domain early. So like my game truck is rendezvousgaming.com. Our business email is info@rendezvousgaming.com. So we go through Outlook. There's a bunch of different email platforms. Just pick whichever one you think works best for you. We have liked Outlook so far. After that, you want to secure your phone number. You're going to need a business phone number. Again, there's lots to choose from. Do a little bit of research, maybe ask around and pick a business phone number. This was one of them that in Arizona, there's a bunch of regulations now around business phones if you want to be able to text customers, which you want to be able to text customers. Your phone number has to be registered with, I can't remember if it's state or federal, so that you are approved to do that. This is one of the things where you have to have an EIN to register your phone number, and they will not register you if your EIN is less than 30 days old. So that's why it's important to get that EIN started early, so that you can register your phone number. Next thing I did was build the website. You can do this yourself. You can hire a developer, but you should have all of the info you need at this point now to build your website, because you've got you know what your website, what it's for. You've got your contact phone number, you have your contact email, you have photos, you should have your social media handles to put on there. So now it's time to build the website. And then from what I have been reading, before the website goes live is when you want to do your SEO optimization. There are different apps and websites that walk you through what keywords to put on each website. You want to crawl your website to make sure that it's running efficiently, so that when you go, so that Google knows how to index it. It's a whole thing. You want to do that and make sure everything is good, and then your website is ready to go live. Now, I'm sure I have forgotten something. Throw it in the comments if I have. I am not a professional. This is what I have learned along the way with, we've started 4 to 5 businesses. There's lots of different ways to do things. And I know it sounds daunting as a beginner, but literally Google and AI will walk you through everything now. So it doesn't all have to be done at once. Give yourself a month or 6 weeks and just learn as you go and do 1 step a day or 1 step every few days. Ask any questions you've got. I'll be happy to help with what I can. Good luck and follow along, and let's see if we're all making some money together.